Discord is live. Hello.
Howdy do.
Hello.
Oh, I miss Gordo so much, dude.
What's Gordo?
San Diego tacos. I know there's a Gordo's in San Jose, I think.
Is there? I only know about Portos that down
There's-
south.
there's There's a Gordo's in Berkeley. I don't know if it's the same.
Oh yeah,
place.
yeah. Gordo's in Berkeley, but I don't think it's the same place.
I don't know if
I didn't like Gordo's in Berkeley, so I was surprised when you're like, I miss it.
It's like you see these things that you wouldn't really think about until it pops up on social media. And I
What,
think
like
that's what
Gordos
no,
specifically.
no, just like anything, you know.
Oh.
Like a particular place, a particular food, you know.
Sure.
And then it's like, you're like, wow, people are outside getting Gordos in a pandemic?
Right.
And it sort of just makes you sad that they got to have Gordos, but you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And like, not to make light of it, but I think like that kind of like figure of association is sort of what leads to, like research being done about how social media can really sort of warp people's minds to just make them like more sad or depressed because like you're unconsciously making those comparisons
Right.
like,
Or
oh,
just take
this person
advantage
got tacos but I couldn't because they live in
They
SoCal.
take advantage of any strong emotion or any emotion at all.
Yeah.
It's extreme pathos.
Well, yeah, whether the algorithms specifically try to do that or if it's just like in passing, right? Like your friend uploaded a picture or something. Yeah, like yeah, but in short, yes, I do miss SoCal Mexican food.
Oh God, my parents are gonna hate me even more.
What'd
So
you do?
not only did well, I guess if this is recording Kergery, it's I've told enough people anyways. I might as well put it on the podcast too.
Oh
It's
no.
funny. So earlier this week, I was going to class as normal. I woke up, went to class. It was conducting, I believe. So I have to have my camera on and everything. I have to be present and do all the conducting patterns and get my participation points for the day. So I was doing that, and I was also just kind of I don't know, discreetly texting people or just on my phone or whatever, not paying attention to class, but being in class, So on top of that, as that's also going on, I get a random text out of nowhere from my dad saying, "Hey, do you know what Pro Biller is?" And I didn't think about it. I just responded. It sounded familiar. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I do." It's not like a random scam account or something. So I responded, "Yeah, why?" Like just confidently, like, "Yeah, what about it? What's the problem?"
Yeah, Dad, huh?
Yeah, right. What's wrong, Dad? And as I thought about it, I was like, oh shoot, isn't Pro Biller the service that Pornhub uses when you subscribe to premium, and like Nutaku and all those other adult sites and stuff use for money and everything. So I looked it up. I'm like, oh shoot, and lo and behold, yes, Pro Biller is on their front page. The first thing you see when you Google Pro Biller and you click on the link on their front page, it says, yes, proud supporter or partner with Pornhub and Brazzers and everything. So
Congrats, it's a boy.
yeah, I indirectly, if my father looked it up, I'm screwed. But I basically admitted, yes, I paid for porn. And okay, so on top of that, so things are already weird. I already don't want to go home, but I'm going to go home tomorrow anyways.
Oh, you're gonna go home? Why?
Yeah, I need water
dude?
and food, dude. I'm running low. My water supply is kind of going down. I only have 1 gallon of water left out of 5. I started the week with 5 water bottle gallon things, down to 1. So I gotta get that, and I'm out of food, so I gotta get some more of that.
A boy's gotta live.
Right. So I told my mom about the mooncakes, and I was like, okay, my landlord's gave me mooncakes. And then she was like, oh, okay, great. We'll send you some back. Make sure you bring them home to share. And I already ate them. So I said, she said, okay, make sure you share the mooncakes. I said, they disappeared. And she says, what? question mark exclamation point. And so I'm screwed. I'm double screwed. Not only did my parents find out that I paid for Pornhub, they also now are disappointed in me because I didn't share my mooncake. And
You
now I have
further
to go home.
disappointed them.
I'm just my inheritance is probably gone by this point. I'm out of the will. So
Yes,
yes, my gluttonous ass has guzzled down my mooncakes, and paid for other cakes, and
how
now
unfortunate.
I'm just paying for it.
You'll pay for it with your own cakes.
Oh God, I'm gonna get dolpegu, or how do you say pet
What?
spanked? Like Asian family, you get right.
You get hit with a stick. That's how it goes.
Something, yeah,
Uh,
slipper.
yeah, chocolates for Latino families.
Good,
Yeah.
you knew the name for that. I almost
What,
forgot.
chocolates?
Yeah,
Dude, it's the
yeah.
power.
Chocolates.
Yeah, you don't forget the power of
Hi,
chocolate,
Sean.
dude. Yeah, Sean's been
I
here.
forgot
Yeah.
Sean was here.
I-
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was quiet.
Yeah. Sorry, I just kind of went off on
Sean was just
my
thinking, how am I
week's
friends with this
happenings.
guy?
My
Yeah,
bad.
so I was questioning life choices myself.
Yeah, your friendship with us.
Right. Of course, I told the fellas about this before the podcast, but I figured
Yeah.
I'd put it out to the world just because it will be funny later. That's what I'm gonna tell myself. It's not funny now, but it will be funny later.
It's not funny yet because you haven't, paid the price.
Yeah, I'm not really able to lean into it like.
There's no repercussions yet that lets
I-
you, feel less guilty about this.
Well, I'm guilty about this one because I remember the first time I was caught watching porn. My dad cried. That was the first time I ever saw my father cry.
A good
Oh,
Christian man.
we raised you better. We expected better from this.
I was a godly man in a godly
Yeah.
household, and you dare defile it with your
The
sin.
devil tempts us in many ways, and we just have to try our best to resist. And I remember that day, and I don't want to make my old man cry, but I can't help but feel that there's some part of him that just shriveled up, and whatever last bit of hope in him for me is gone. My boy is no longer.
So that's why you just didn't bother, trying to, you know, appease him in that way.
Well, what can I do at this point?
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
The cat's already out the bag.
I mean, yeah, if it is, it is. Plus, there's already the bed sheet incident, so someone in the house already knows I have hentai paraphernalia from Quill, the other member of this podcast, which was a souvenir from Japan my freshman year of college. He sent it to me because we were just exchanging letters. Oh, how's college in Japan? Oh, it's great. How's college in the States? Well, whatever. And then he sends me a package, and I was like, oh, great, mysterious package. Nothing wrong with that, right? So I go to my dorm, I open it up, lo and behold, it's a freaking hentai bed sheet, like hardcore. Like I'm like, nah, I don't want. Oh no, where do I put this? Right? What am I gonna do? I can't
on
put
your
this.
bed that day.
No. I have a roommate, right? So what am I gonna do? Not my first semester. This happened with my second semester. But even in my first semester, friends came in and out frequently because there was so much space. So I had friends from the art room come over, and they just draw forever because that's what artists do. But yeah, so I can't just have this bed sheet like a
Mhm.
flag displayed in my room when I have friends coming over all the time. That's just a level of degeneracy I've not stooped to quite yet.
Mhm.
There are, like ahegao jackets and stuff. I'm not that bold. But anyways, yeah. So I fold it up, put it in my closet, and I take it home during winter break and do the same. I threw it in the closet as deep as I could, and shut it, and stacked a bunch of other old clothes in front of it. Forgot about it. Okay. Go back to school for spring semester. Spring semester finishes, and I come home, and I'm just to check, make sure it's still there. I look back in the closet, and my heart stops, dude. It's not there. It's not in the closet. So I look in my dresser. I'm like, oh shoot, maybe I moved it and forgot about it, or I don't know. Just in desperation, I'm looking in the drawers, and it is neatly folded in my underwear drawer in the drawer. You know, I don't know what
Oh.
to feel.
The funny thing is that presumably your mother, found it and then folded it neatly, right?
Yeah, and just didn't say anything.
Yeah, and so your mother, found it, like she was just like, cleaning her stuff probably. It's like, oh, just the inventory management, and then comes upon them that
I'm sorry.
instead of throwing it away, your mother is like, looks like, folds it all out, looks at it, inspects it, and it's like, this is this is what my son has been hiding inside the closet
I'm
for so long.
sorry you had
And
to
it
see
doesn't
your
throw
little
it
boy
away.
become a sinner.
Yeah, it doesn't throw it away, but neatly folds it and puts it back in a place where you would occasionally
It wasn't
open
even my
stuff.
fault. Quill just sent it to me randomly. I didn't ask for it at all.
Well,
It
why'd you keep it then?
because I didn't want. I felt bad. It was like, oh, this is the first souvenir he sent me from Japan. I can't just throw it away.
Yeah, that's true.
It's authentic, and it has.
Why did you take it with you? Authentic. It was probably made in China, dude.
I mean,
That's
if
a very
he
interesting way of putting that.
courage to go up and buy that thing and then ship it overseas, I can hold on to it at the very least. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at the time he was like what, 18? Barely the age of consent to even buy that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, I guess. Unless, does Japan just do that consideration where it's just like the turn of the year, everyone just becomes like that new age?
I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know
that's
if
what they
like
do in
they
Korea.
ID that much in Japan either. And I think as like a foreign-looking person,
Yeah,
you
as
get
a
away with a
Caucasian
lot.
white guy. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jeff, my name is
if
Jeff.
you remember him. Oh, bleep. But yeah. So there's a kid from our high school that went to the same college as I did, and we are
Thank you.
we were in the marching band, and we always hang out afterwards rehearsal, go to a place called Sammy G's, and it's a good piece of place and also a bar. I remember when he was 17, he could just go up to the bar and ask for margaritas on Mondays. $1 margaritas. He got so confident in it. I was like, what the heck? This kid's natural at just confidence and everything. He gets away with it. So I don't know. I think if you're in a right area, they might not care as much. And yes, if you look like a tourist, or if you look like you fit the bill, or whatever, then probably.
Yeah. For me, this my senior year of college, but then so just last year. But I'm still currently 21 right now because my birthday hasn't passed. But this was the first quarter of senior year, and I didn't turn 21 yet. I was still 20, but all my friends were 21. And then there's like this one sort of like bar-ish place called. Well, no, I'm not gonna say the name. It's already it closed down anyways because of because of COVID. Actually, yeah.
You could say the name then, yeah.
Yeah. No, but then whatever.
That's
whatever.
fine either way.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
And so like they're like, no, dude, let's just go out for mojito night, mojito Thursday. And I'm like, but guys, I'm 20, and they're like, yeah, you could just still come and just leave when it becomes like mojito night hour, because like mojito night starts at like 9 o'clock. So we line up and we get there at like 8:30, and then like there's guards out because it's sort of like a bar club area ish place.
Oh, okay.
So there's two guards standing out front and just like letting people in one by one. And then like it's not 9 o'clock yet, and then the guards I keep saying but the guards they just say very loudly for everyone to hear, "We don't ID until 9 o'clock." And this is like still
What the
8:40, 8:45, and then
What
we're
the
just like
heck?
everyone else was like, all my friends were like taking out their IDs, and I was just there wondering what to do.
That's crazy.
And they're like, "We don't take
Never
ID."
heard that before.
So
So they just don't check you before
Yeah, so
9 o'clock?
I just went there and then I drank one sip of mojito with my friends.
Damn.
Illegally, underage,
Oh my
technically,
God.
quote unquote.
You
I'm a criminal. I'm a
Oh
criminal,
my
dude. Take me
God.
away. But it just makes me wonder
Ugh.
how many other underage people, like even more like farther away from being 21 because I was gonna turn 21 in the next month.
Well,
How much farther away, underage kids were there drinking mojitos too?
Right. I don't know, but I remember my first experience. I remember it being very, very nice. Because my friends in the marching band, they were like,
What
"Oh my
was
God,
this
you've
Las
never had a
Vegas?
sip?" No, this was not Vegas. This is way before Vegas. This was
Oh
back
my
when I was still
god.
kind of a pure Christian boy, fresh out of youth group in high school. Um, so this is what was the thing in college marching band? Okay, they planned to throw me like a first drinking party, right? So I was all excited. It was going to be like a Friday night. We were going to go over to my friend's house, get a case of like Angry Orchard or something and Reds, all the ciders, right? Some sweet stuff just because it was my first time drinking or whatever. So we go and we just crack them open and take a couple sips, and they took good care of me, made sure I was cozy, made sure I was drinking water, comfortable, sat on the couch, watched dumb YouTube videos forever. I think I slept over too and just woke up and it was great. No hangover because they made sure I drank a lot of water.
Oh, that's good.
So I had a very nice first experience with alcohol.
Oh my gosh, good Christian boy, and welcome Quill.
Yes, on
Hi,
that very
everyone.
good Christian note, welcome Quill.
Good to be here.
Yes.
Welcome to
This is
Alcoholics
a
Anonymous.
Christian Minecraft server now, so
okay.
Sean's trying to reform us,
Family friendly mode on.
purge us of our sins.
Oh God.
All right. And so, Quill, how are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm actually going to my graduation in 2 days, so I was just really
Oh, you get to
excited.
go in
wonderful.
person?
Yeah, there's a diploma awarding ceremony, so I get to wear a traditional hakama, like a kimono,
Oh.
and stand in front of everybody and get my picture taken, get my Japanese diploma. I'm really
So-
excited.
お疲れ様です。
So things in Japan are still fine enough for you to have a Socialization?
Well, things are good enough in Yamanashi that
okay.
the administration is confident in having a small ceremony. There's only
Oh,
13 people in my graduating class, so it's
Oh,
really
okay.
not.
I think that's a pretty safe number.
Yeah, it's really not a large gathering. So
I was actually curious recently. Where are you living right now? Because
I
you
live
can't
in
be on
Yokohama.
campus still. Or
Yeah,
you're in a
so
hostel or something? Or
I moved to a share house in Yokohama. So that's where I take online Japanese classes.
I see. Kind of like Terrace House, but without the cameras.
Yeah, without the drama.
Oh, nice. Oh, good.
Lame. The drama's the best part, I thought.
That's the moneymaker.
I live a boring life, but it's a good life.
I'm sure anything with good editing, anything can be on TV.
that's true. That is true.
What were you guys talking about before I joined?
The bed
The bed sheets?
Yes, the souvenir that you got me freshman year. Do you remember?
Josh, once again, I'll apologize.
I mean,
I'm sorry if they ruined your.
Nothing to apologize for. Josh has ruined his.
Yeah,
own
I've done a
life.
pretty damn good job of ruining my own life. Yeah.
Not yours. You just gave him a towards it.
I was saying, yeah, if you could have the courage, being a fresh 18-year-old, going up to the 18 plus section and buying one of those for your friends and then shipping it in the public mail system, then I could at least have some gall to store it and try to hide it in my house.
Put it on your bed?
No, I would try to keep it discreet, but of course that didn't work out anyways.
So yeah, all I'm saying is the secret's out there, so you gotta just be proud at this point.
Embrace it, Josh.
Yeah, what I did for a funny Snapchat, my friend did wear it as a cape and run up and down the dorm hallway. That was a lot of fun. I'm not sure where that is, but it's out there somewhere. I think someone's memories.
Oh jeez.
I'm glad it brought some enjoyment to your life.
Yeah, you brought something. You sure did. Yeah.
And some troubles as well.
Yeah.
But
Thanks a lot.
that's
Cool.
how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, no,
But were you
congrats.
talking about drinking or something, Josh?
Kind of.
Sort of underage drinking incidents. Okay, Sean, your turn.
Oh, yeah.
Share.
Criminals. My turn.
Incriminate yourself.
Oh God, where to begin? I've
Oh,
never
no.
committed a crime in my life. Okay, be clear about that.
Shut up.
I mean, I don't think I have like a good first story, but it was learned quickly after. I think we were just like in someone's dorm room and somebody had me like sip on like a Mike's Hard Lemonade, and I was like, "This tastes like sugar," and they're like, "Yes, it does."
Good,
But
good. Fall under
shortly
the
after
spell.
that, it was learned that I had an incredibly high tolerance.
Oh no.
And so at some point, I became like garbage collector.
No.
It was like, oh, here, let's. Well, so the time I remember most vividly was election night. We all gathered on. They were projecting the like election results from I don't know what cable news network or whatever. Like on like the big screen in like the main like plaza. And so it was like we're all like, oh, let's just go sit there and watch. And it was pretty boring. And then nothing was happening. It was like, I left. And then we get back to the dorm, and then we check our phone. And it's like, oh, Trump is winning. And so they're like,
no.
okay, this is
Good
more
omen.
interesting. Let's head back. So we head back, and then at some point through the night, it became clear that Trump was going to win.
Yes, I remember.
And my poor roommate, well, I think we all kind of took it hard. That was a very interesting night. My poor roommate is like very politically active.
Everyone was at that time.
Well, yeah, I mean, but like him especially. So like that's kind of like what he does, and
Sure.
yeah, and he's like environmental activist and all this whole stuff. And so that's somebody brought like a flask of vodka, and then there's more vodka. Like there's like 2 or 3
God
flasks
bless
for some reason, and like he just starts like chugging it, and then he had like
God.
Oh
an
no.
entire one by himself. We're like, and then he's like trying to get another one. And we're like, this poor guy's gonna kill himself, and so I was made to consume the leftovers so he couldn't.
You're just the receptacle, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
I mean, I got pretty drunk too because of that, but
Sure.
I
You
didn't
can-
die, and I think he would have died. Like we
Oh, no.
would have spent that night at the hospital instead of wandering around town in a daze as other people march down the street and then walk onto the freeway and get hit by a car.
Oh yeah, in Berkeley there were some pretty big protests that night.
That night wasn't that bad. I think everybody was just kind of
Too tired. But then the next day
in a state of shock.
Right.
And the next day there were pretty big protests.
Yeah.
Like they canceled all. Well, like the school didn't cancel classes, but like pretty much all my professors were just like, yeah, let's all just like kind of take the day.
Mhm.
Do
do what you I can't
what you need to do.
Right. I
'cause
can't
they-
say go out and protest, but I can just say
Oh no,
I'm not gonna
Cannot
say anything.
They
Right,
said, yeah,
right.
you know, if you want to join something, go ahead and do it.
Yeah, right. They
They
can't
definitely did say
explicitly
that.
condone it. That's the
But
way.
even like my math class, they're just like, yeah, we realize that this is like a hard day for a lot of people, so
Mhm.
we're just gonna call it. And so
Yeah.
I just walked around, kind of also in a daze, took some photos of the protests.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a very depressing time. I remember
and it still is.
Yeah,
Can't,
it still
can't
is.
believe ever since that day, it's just been depressing.
it's been a snowball.
Quality of life is
Downhill.
steadily decreasing day
Yeah.
by day.
But yeah, I remember trying to, in all my whatever patrioticism I had left, I tried to cringily compose like the Star Spangled Banner in minor key or something, like a sad, dark version. So I was like, oh, I'm learning how to compose music theory. Oh, my music major. I'm gonna practice composing music. So I was like, yeah, this is sad time in our nation. So I'm gonna write a sad Star Spangled Banner.
Spangled Banner in B flat minor.
Yeah. E flat minor.
Blood
Ooh.
Spangled Banner.
Whoa, wait a second.
I think it's not a it's a night I won't forget. Just like being in the dorms I think I was just playing Overwatch.
Oh yeah,
I-
that's dating yourself right there. Back when people played Overwatch. Oh my god, that's ancient.
Or yeah,
Wait, do
Overwatch
people
2
not play Overwatch anymore? There's a girl in my
No.
class, and we were talking about Overwatch like 6 months ago or something.
Yeah,
No
okay,
way.
I haven't played Overwatch since like 6 months ago either.
Oh,
But,
so did it die in the last 6 months?
I don't know. It's just I
It's
think
been
it's,
dead for like the past 2 years.
What?
I'm actually surprised like the Overwatch League is still going on. But, like,
Yeah,
I
it's not
actually don't know.
supremely
I've
popular.
I've been pretty like disconnected from that whole video game
Sure.
scene.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, because
you're a working man now.
Halo.
I
Yeah,
don't have anything to do anymore. I just kind of sit here, so I don't know. I might build a computer. I'm looking into it.
build model kits.
Build a computer for me once I get money.
Got you.
I mean, I'll
Oh,
help you out.
thanks,
Yeah.
Quill.
You
With
just have
Quill,
everything in your
code.
closet is just Corsair products. Just
Yeah,
stacked top to bottom
it's
in
true.
your little hostel. In your little 6 tatami mat, like one tatami is just full of Corsair products.
Yeah, one of them is just a desktop.
Oh Jesus!
But back on that, I remember I was just in my dorm. All my roommates were we were all just the three of us were just sitting inside the dorms. I think because like we were sort of keeping up with the election results, but like also at the same time we were like super interested. But it's like oh shoot, as like time kept getting closer, and then all of a sudden we just hear people shouting outside our dorm.
Oh God!
A bunch of students just like gathered outside from all the different dorm buildings because in like for my college we had like one dorm area with like multiple separate dorm buildings which housed maybe like 400 kids each 500 kids each maybe per building. And yeah, so like everyone just started going out from all the different dorm buildings and they just started yelling like F Donald Trump while they just walked around. And then they met up with
Yeah.
other students from other like dorm areas too, and they just started going around campus. I didn't join, but it was interesting to see.
Sure.
Just even
I
like
think
at that
that-
age, like
Right.
you know, just getting
That's
to college to the new world.
the
Student,
equivalent for us, like the big quake when our parents were around college-ish back in the 80s. You know, everyone remembers where they were in the big quake. Everybody remembers where they were during 9/11, and everybody remembers where they were when Trump was elected.
yeah.
I'm still pretty convinced that like I just kind of fell into like a coma, or this is just like a really long, intricate dream. Like the last 4 years of my life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean,
No
this
shot.
past year's been pretty okay for you, man. I don't know.
And,
It's been some goods. Come on.
yeah.
Been alright.
Oh. Oh no, Sean.
Shut.
Sean, are you all right?
I'm okay.
You're okay, but are you good?
Oh.
Yes. Maybe.
Okay.
Aren't
Maybe,
any of
yeah.
us actually good?
No.
Here we go. Good at what, Sean?
I can cook food pretty well, I think. So.
Yes.
Sean makes a mean curry.
Yeah.
Even steamed my dim sums, and that's not a euphemism.
That was amazing.
Wink.
That you have a steamer at all.
Why would you not have a steamer?
Well,
Is it just
some
kind of a
Asian
staple?
households don't even have steamers. I mean, I do.
Lame.
Yeah, my household has a steamer, but it's like the metal ones, not like the full-on bamboo authentic
Yeah.
steamer
Oh,
Sean has.
honestly, like the metal one seems kind of convenient because it seems a bit easier to wash.
Easier
You
to
know?
clean, yeah. It has a little bit more longevity for sure.
The flavor.
It's classier and it's got a better aesthetic if you serve it in a bamboo steamer. You know, it just feels more ethnic, more genuine. Yeah, you're getting the real deal.
Right, and then the reveal as you open the bamboo lid, and then the
Oh,
steam
And the
just comes
steam
out.
pops up.
Mm.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And then
And you
the
say-
steam slowly fades away, and your dish is revealed in all its juicy, steamy glory.
This one dessert dim sum. This one xiao long bao.
So good.
Uh, Thank you, Sean. You really gave me a Din Tai Fung experience.
You really did. That was
I'm
above and
glad.
beyond.
I should have
God
done it
bless you,
for
Sean.
our like food too.
I know. Me and
You
Kyle and
definitely
you
got
were
the
all just
best
kind of
version
like
of that food.
Yeah, we all said it too. We were like, oh, we could probably steam it too. And then we were all just kind of like, nah,
We were
we're hungry
hungry.
now.
Yeah.
Can't
It's
be
'cause
bothered to wait like another 10 minutes.
It's because Sean likes me best.
What can I say?
Yeah.
You are best girl.
Thank you.
Oh god, we're an idol group now?
No.
No,
Yeah,
good,
and
good.
I thought we declared anyway that I am best girl. So
Sean's best girl. I'm just the youngest.
Whoa. When was this? When was this?
I'm the Japanese import.
Yeah. You're the foreign member.
Yeah.
this was like on like Thursday or something. I became best girl
What? Wait a second.
with the Snapchat anime filter. And
Hey, Josh, you don't remember?
Oh, I vaguely remember. And I tried to use the Facebook one and that was just shit.
yeah,
That was ridiculously disgusting. I hate that.
Hey, dude. Anime Sean's looking pretty cute. Looking like a snack, dude.
Looking like copy pasta manga character.
Okay, but isn't everyone using that filter?
Wow.
oh, that was the point.
Yeah. Plus,
Makes
like,
it easier,
anime
but-
faces all look the same anyways.
Yeah, to an extent, that's true.
Okay, fine. Different animation studios. Okay.
No, I agree with you. But to an extent, yeah, there's only so much that a character can change, right? Like how there's a finite combination of chord progressions, so eventually songs will all sound the same, quote unquote.
It's okay. We'll just make them longer, so then there's more combinations.
God,
I have to
that's
say,
not
when
how
you
they
don't
use
have a
it.
nose, your face is a bit limited. But
That's true.
That's-
That's true.
yeah, that's just the anime style.
That is true. That is true. One moment, everyone, as I go check into my. Interesting.
What? You sound like you're talking through a blanket.
All right, hello.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah,
Whoa.
the microphone just
Crisp.
disconnected. No biggie. Don't worry about it.
Mm,
And we're back.
like a rice cracker.
Yeah. Popped up. It just popped off. No problem.
Crispy.
Yeah. And so lots of things are happening as we come closer to the end of the year. Quill's commencement ceremony is coming soon. Very, very soon.
Woo.
And the end of the world as we know it is coming
That's coming even sooner.
even sooner. By tomorrow. Before
It's
So
already
GameStop
started.
near you.
I thought it
Yeah.
was supposed to be 2012. What happened?
There's like a off by 8 kind of thing. They didn't count for the switch to the Gregorian calendar from the
Oh,
Julian.
nice. Nice.
Yeah, forgot to carry the 8.
They didn't count for Groundhog Day.
And they did the conversion in binary, and they missed a 1, which turned.
Oh, yeah.
But there's like so many different like things that can like go wrong that will lead to some kind of catastrophic disastrous event that will at least consume or like take away the lives of at least 50% of the world's populations.
Oh, yeah, easy. I mean,
Either
what is it?
AIDS or-
Yellowstone. The
yeah,
Yellowstone
AIDS,
super
Yellowstone.
volcano.
Yellowstone supervolcano and the ashes will block out the sun, which
Yep.
will lead to just like an ice age again, which will
It'll
just
be like the dinosaur extinction all over again.
yeah. Or B, rising sea levels and the melting of polar ice caps.
Sure.
C, just the I don't know, maybe continuing fires as
Right. I mean,
climate-
Australia is halfway gone from those
Fair.
last year.
Yep. Climate change is real. Or D,
It's the Cascadia event.
Cascade. Which one's that? Could you explain that?
So there's the Cascadia subduction zone, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
I believe essentially a fault line that runs through most of the Pacific Northwest, and it is predicted to have an event and destroy all of Seattle and Portland and everybody who lives there.
Sure, because I mean, the subduction zone means that one of the plates is gonna go under,
It's gonna suck it.
right? Just zonk.
Yes.
What's gonna happen to like all the water then, like the
It's
ocean?
gonna get displaced and cause a big old tsunami and wipe out the eastern sect of the globe.
I guess that's one way to fight rising sea levels. And then E, the methane gas trapped under the ice in Siberia, and as
Yeah.
temperatures continue to get warmer, and
God.
the permafrost in Siberia keeps melting, it's gonna release huge amounts of methane gas, which will lead to
And they say also viruses that have been locked in the permafrost.
yeah, but like virally.
It'll
So
not be fun.
everything happens in Russia. Is there any other catastrophic disastrous?
You know what would be really catastrophic? What if we all lived long and happy lives?
Shut up.
No, no, that's terrible.
Oh God, where did you come from? Go back to Fantasyland. Goo goo gaga baby looking ass coming over here. Oh, everybody could just get along, can't they? Grow up. Not everything
guess-
could be all rainbows and unicorns. This is reality, man.
Josh.
Had my dreams crushed long ago.
My dreams crushed the moment I crossed into this country.
Oh Jesus. The American dream, everybody.
What a perfect time to immigrate to the U.S., where like the American dream was actually beginning to fade away.
Yeah, you got to witness the downfall
Yeah,
firsthand.
amazing.
Yeah, you could come over on a media visa or something.
No, I don't think so.
You start doing journalism in Korean articles or whatever.
It's too late now. I'm already here, so I don't think I'm.
Oh, green card marriage it is. Here we come.
Yeah. You guys said that you guys would help me out anyway.
Yeah, I mean it's legal here.
Let's
Might
just
as well.
delete this whole section for the immigration officer.
Thank you.
Oh God.
Hey, officer. No, it's just us. Poking.
It's just a
fun.
prank, bro.
It's a prank. Don't kick me out,
Social
bro.
experiments are still
Bro.
funny, right?
It's just a prank. Why are you putting me on a plane? Hey, bro. Knock it off.
Hey, yo,
I'll
these cuffs
kill
are kind of tight, bro.
Dude,
Hey,
why-
quit playing around, man. This is fake, right? Come on.
It's scary, dude. Hey,
Yeah, those guns are fake, right, man? Come
is
on.
that a real taser? Ow.
Ow.
Oh man. Throwback.
Wait, throw back to what?
Don't tase me, bro.
Oh, I didn't even.
Back when YouTube was good.
When what? Dude, you can't diss YouTube like that. We gotta stay on YouTube, man.
Oh shoot, you're right.
You wanna
The
make-
algorithm, it knows.
Thank
Josh.
you, Wojcicki, Wojcicki. What's her name?
What?
Susan Wojcicki, the CEO of YouTube.
Oh,
No idea.
Tech Insider.
Wojcicki.
Watsiki?
think?
Wojcicki.
Watsiki.
Wojcicki. What?
Wuchitsky is what
Wazowski?
Wikipedia says.
Susan Wazowski.
It says Wuchitsky.
Wojcicki.
I feel like Polish names are
Yes.
very unique in their
Bukowski.
Or Welsh.
difficulty
Or
to pronounce.
Norwegian.
Bukowski's German.
Oh.
Is this German?
Not
Huh?
Wojcicki.
Wait, what is German?
Bukowski, Charles Bukowski.
Oh,
Steve Buscemi?
German. Mozart is German.
Oh.
Handel is German.
Handel.
Handel.
Wagner.
Yeah, Wagner.
Wagner.
Wagner. I like to play Wagner.
That's Austrian.
Oh, sorry. Wait, where is he from?
Austria. Arnold Schwarzenegger, former Republican Californian,
Oh, I forgot he was a Republican.
is from Austria, dude.
I can't love him anymore. I didn't know he was a red. Crips for life, man.
Crips for it's interesting how politics plays like that, right? Which president, dude, I'm the worst history major ever. Which president was also like that actor? Was it Nixon or
Reagan?
Reagan was
What?
that.
That was Reagan.
Reagan
Did
was
you
that.
see Back to the Future?
Well, yes, but I didn't really understand it. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were still gonna go. I thought there was a punchline.
I didn't say what Michael L. Fox.
J. Fox. Thank you.
Okay, but Michael J. Fox's actual initial is Michael A. Fox.
What?
Next thing you're gonna tell me is that Kevin Bacon is actually Kevin Canadian Bacon.
I don't know. Is he from Canada?
No, I don't know. Can't be bothered.
Okay, but the fact about Michael J. Fox is real. His original initial is Michael A. Fox.
Wait, Kevin Bacon is from Canada?
No.
Is he?
I don't
No,
know.
it says from Philadelphia right here.
Philadelphia.
Okay, so definitely not.
Which is
A
pretty
good
much
kind of
Canada
bacon,
if
then.
you think about it.
No, it's not.
It's pretty up there. It's pretty close.
Wow, you can't do Philadelphia like that, man. Come on, they're part of the state.
What has Philadelphia ever done for us?
Cream cheese.
Cheesesteaks, man.
Benjamin Franklin. Oh, cheesesteak.
It was also like the founding place of this country, but
Really?
Constitutional Congress or whatever.
yeah,
Oh,
this is
the Liberty
essentially what the
Bell,
capital
man.
was before they built DC. The Liberty Bell, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you're coming up with all these facts about how great it is. You're the one that's dissing them, saying how they're Canadian. They're not Americans. It's only the
I
place.
mean, just because they created America doesn't make them American. The people who created America were British.
Shut up!
Alexander Hamilton, what?
I'm talking louder than you.
Who was the first American president?
Stop! I hate this. I didn't think politics and philosophy could merge
Was it
together.
Quincy
but-
Adams?
Was it Martin? No, I think was it Martin.
Martin Van Buren?
Yeah, I think so.
What makes an American? What do you mean, like American?
He was
born on
born in a
American
country
soil?
called America, not
Okay,
called
okay.
the British colonies.
Right. I gotcha.
Because like the first couple presidents were completely illegitimate because the Constitution says right there you must be a natural born citizen. And
Yes.
I didn't realize that being born in Britain made you naturally born an American.
It's
George
an
Washington?
interesting.
Fake president.
Born in Britain. It's
Yeah.
true.
But-
It's an
but-
interesting rule because wasn't Ted Cruz born on a
Well, I
an
mean,
American base,
A
right?
U.S. territory?
yes, and I think the difference is he was still born, and when he was born, he was an American. Versus these people being born and they were British when they were born, and not I don't think because like you can, as long as one of your parents is American, you'll get citizenship when you're born,
Yeah.
and then you could run for president. So it's not actually living in America, but you have to. Although if you are born in America, you do get citizenship.
Automatically.
Yes. So that is sufficient, but not necessary.
But alongside that, a lot of the founding fathers are also like British or foreign born, and only like a handful, like maybe one or two of the founding fathers were actually like young enough to have been born in the colonies.
Right.
Yeah. But the colony, that's still Britain.
Oh, you're right.
Oh
I'm
God,
saying.
we were
I
corrupted
would
from
say,
the
I
start.
believe Martin
We were
Van
set up.
Buren was also the only president whose native language was not English.
Oh, really? What was it?
It was Dutch, I believe. Because
Interesting.
it's like apparently up until World War II, even there was like German was spoken by a very large percentage of the like country, and there were just towns that only spoke German and like German language newspapers.
Why
in the
couldn't
United
they
States.
speak American?
But yeah, eventually, I think in World War One, Germany became unpopular, and so we forced them to
Well, I
just to
believe
speak
that.
English.
Yeah.
they got scared to speak German, I guess. Oh.
Yeah, actually, yeah, because of like
I believe it. No,
immigrant persecution, especially in times of
right.
war or conflicts.
Oh, even like 40, 50 years ago. It's
Yeah.
still pretty fresh in our history.
Oh yeah, even in World War II,
Civil rights and everything.
Asian
That's
Americans when it came to conflicts in like Korea and Vietnam.
Sure, right.
Middle Eastern people, right? So with the
Oh
Gulf
yeah, that's
Wars
still
and now.
today. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Anyone brown, really.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what the war on drugs is. That's the different.
Fucked up.
Uh,
It's all fucked up.
this is the nation we live in, and it's sort of our responsibility to change it when we don't really have that much power,
Right.
unfortunately.
I mean, what upsets me is that people don't see that. And
Oh,
the,
yeah,
the leaders today are still obviously being driven by whoever is funding their campaign.
So I would
Whatever
like to say,
lobbyists are
whoever's
running
listening
the
to this,
Congress.
please check your voter registration.
Please.
The time is coming real soon.
And vote. You know, every
Yes, and
vote
vote.
counts, especially for propositions and things that affect your immediate community.
Yeah.
Don't forget propositions, please.
Right. People think
Even
that
if you
your vote
live
doesn't
in a
matter
state like
because
California, where like the presidential vote is essentially predetermined,
sure, exactly.
it can still affect change in your community.
Amen.
That matters more in your day-to-day life, most likely. For example, you
more
can vote to make the tolls of all the bridges even more expensive.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yes, and please do your research. Do
Yes.
your research.
There's-
Know what you're voting for.
Ballotpedia is a good website that has
Right.
all the different people
Check
on
your
the ballot.
sources. Don't pull from anything like InfoWars or any obviously biased media.
A lot of things have bias on it.
Yes,
Everything.
and it's good to be
everything
aware.
has its own bias.
Right. I mean, at least be aware of which side it leans towards, at the very least. Right.
Yeah. Quill, are you exercising your rights as a U.S. citizen? And
Yeah, how does that work for you?
I get a mail ballot.
all
Oh,
the way in Japan?
but the big
Yeah.
cheese doesn't like those.
No, but I think millions of Americans are going to have to deal with it this year. So
yeah.
I'm not
exactly.
alone.
I don't know what his deal is.
I think the major problem is the post office because of defunding and the closure of a lot of sorting centers. The post office is running very slowly. And so for people like me that live abroad, the U.S. Postal Service is not going to airmail a ballot. It's too expensive.
Right.
So
Right.
all of that will come by cargo ship, and that's 2 weeks to get here. And so it's really going to come down to the wire, I think, for a lot of foreign voters.
Sure.
Not just in California, but
Right. Anywhere. Anyone that's trying to do a mail-in ballot.
yeah.
I think the real problem is that we had a president that's so incompetent that he allowed the mail system to go under.
Well, I think he encouraged the mail system to
Go under.
be dysfunctional.
Yeah. Right. So what's that about?
But
God.
big props to you, Quill,
What a
for
tool.
exercising your rights all the way across the Pacific Ocean.
Your duty as a citizen.
Yes, your civic duty.
Just don't be a selfish prick. That's just at the end of the day, that's the main message. Period. Don't think about just yourself. Have some empathy every now and again. God forbid. Realize that
Voting
your
is
actions have
good.
impacts. You know.
Sorry, what was that, Quill?
Sorry. Yeah. What's up?
Voting is good. Please exercise your constitutional right.
Amen.
Right. Even the ancient Greeks, right, had democracy.
Property owning men, but yes.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. It's very, very skewed. Very, very. Okay. Never mind. I just take that back. Thank you. Yeah, just shoot me down.
Before voters' rights was even a concept.
Only non-slave,
Right.
ethnically Greek land only, right? So a certain class were allowed to vote. We've improved on that. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Right.
We've improved
It's
on
still
that.
not perfect.
It's definitely not perfect. There's still gerrymandering and everything, but we can't regress. We can't. We've gone this far.
Oh well, we're trying, but we can't. We there's no way.
I think the Electoral College is definitely an outdated system.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I think it would be better if we had more people in Congress. Because we haven't increased the amount of people in Congress since I think 1938, and the population of the country has like tripled since then.
Oh lordy, yeah.
You want
Um,
more
Good point.
representatives for California?
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
just overall, if you had like
it reflects the
1,500
population a little bit
representatives,
better,
then I feel like that would solve a lot of issues. Actually, kind of dilute the power, and so like
right.
less
Spread.
corruption, because you can bribe some like congressman, but what's that going to get you? You're gonna have to bribe like 50 of them.
Right.
Oh, I see. You're gaming the game.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Taking
and it
a little bit of
also,
power away from lobbyists and
because I think in California,
big
our vote
companies.
for like president is worth
Like 3 times
Not
less than
much.
those in
we
Wyoming.
get like 1 vote per 500,000 people, where like you go to like Oklahoma or
Yeah.
Wyoming, they'll get 1 vote per 50,000 people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true. But like that's also like the reason why the government's made where you always have 2 senates per every state, just that going back to sort of like the older, the ancient classical democratic days where you can't have a tyrannical majority either. That's sort of that kind of checks and balances. Not to say I'm in favor of it, but seeing the other side of those states that have less representation because of their very, very meager populations.
yes, land has more of a say than people.
Unfortunately.
I
Companies.
think Sean
have
has a
more
really
to
good
say.
point.
No, Shaw definitely does.
And increasing the number of representatives or senators in Congress could also include forming new states. I think
Yes.
that the debate over Puerto Rico
Oh,
has
definitely.
been waged for decades, and it doesn't sound like it's going to change, but
Mhm.
stateship really brings a lot of power to a group of people. And I feel like Puerto Rico, American Samoa, a lot of American territories have
Guam.
zero representation in Congress, and
Mhm.
Costa Rica. No.
just having the people there could really change their way of life.
Right.
By having like the same privileges that states have.
I mean, some people here don't even know that they are still American territories. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I think the case of American Samoa is very interesting, because the people born there, it is an American-owned and controlled territory, but they were born there and they're not given U.S. citizenship.
What the? Well,
I think that they're U.S. nationals, right? They're not, but they're not
But they're
citizens.
not citizens.
No
yes.
So you get a U.S. passport, but you're not a citizen, something like that.
It's something, and apparently, like, the reasoning is like the island has like these laws that would like restrict land ownership to like
what kind of cuckery?
historical, like the people who live there historically, and it's like unconstitutional in the U.S. and so
I
they
guess
like have some special thing cut out for themselves.
unconstitutional, huh?
Yes.
Hmm.
Speaking of unconstitutional, my second suggestion:
Let's get it.
just get rid of the Senate. To be honest,
Okay.
Like-
Purge the Senate.
I mean, what's
it.
the point of a bicameral legislature? Like,
Hot
yeah,
take.
it gives.
At least get rid of filibusters. That's the worst
Oh,
part of
yeah.
Oh,
it.
no.
sure.
I don't know. It's
That's
just
such a
like
childish
what's the
move.
point of the Senate? I don't get it. It's like the UK. They have like the House of Lords, but they don't do anything.
What are
They seem to
more
be
protection.
doing. I mean, I guess maybe the UK actually isn't doing that great, but
Yeah, not
other-
really. Their
Boris
prime minister's
Johnson, yeah.
fucked. He's got one foot in the grave, doesn't he?
no, he's fine now. I think he recovered.
Oh, did he? Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
What is that one like Missouri governor or Mississippi governor that kicked the bucket from COVID?
I heard somebody testing positive. I didn't hear about anybody actually, like any governor.
Well, one of the governors was like a super anti-masker, and then he ended up passing from COVID. I remember seeing one of the news articles. I don't remember exactly which one it was.
I wouldn't be surprised though.
Yeah, things are starting to look more and more like the Onion, but they're real.
Yeah, I
Ourselves are
wonder
not the
how
Onion.
they keep in business at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the same thing with Black Mirror, right?
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
God!
Is
Oh
Black
God!
Mirror.
Well, because like the thing about the Onion was that it's supposed to be ironic. So
Uh-huh.
or was it ironic? Tongue in cheek?
No, just like a hyperbole of.
Yeah. But the Black Mirror is supposed to sort of be like a darker dystopic
Mhm.
like sort of what if prediction of the future.
Right.
The problem with our current world right now is that the Onion and the Dark Mirror and Black Mirror are actually happening.
Yeah, they're becoming reality.
uh,
We're having a merge. The realities are shifting.
Black Onion.
Oh God! Wait a second. Black Shrek.
Black Shrek.
Schlack. Breck.
It's just interesting to see because like the suggestions that about changes in government, right? We're not the first people to say it or think
Sure.
about it or consider it,
Nor are we the most, I guess.
educated about it.
Right. Right.
But we know, we've taken government classes. This is like our education from like K through college is paying
Right. High
dividends.
school level, at least.
Your government class, yeah. But it's just, you know, governments are resistant to change.
As are people and societies.
The status quo is comfortable if you're not, suffering.
There's a whole High School Musical song about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Stick to the status quo.
Whoa, stick to the status quo. You get down to desire, but you can't do me funny, but you know what?
Oh,
Stick to the status quo.
dang, that's such a
There's a
subliminal
skater
message.
dude that plays cello. There's the singer girl that likes to hip hop dance. There's the basketball player that likes to bake creme brulee or whatever. The Gap Moe people.
Dang, High School Musical seems like a ball. I should watch it.
It is. The soundtrack is really good. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's all about
I don't
get
remember
your
which
head
one.
in the game. That's workout music.
No, the one where they all get summer jobs at Sharpay and Ryan's estate, or their parents that sing, right? Bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it. I'm not gonna stop till I get my shot. That's who I am. That is my plan. I'll end up on top. You can bet
Wait,
on
do we have to bleep this for copyright?
No, it's
a cover.
It's a
It's
cover.
fun.
It's a cover. It's
Okay.
our indie band.
We
It's our indie
were
band.
offering
This is educational
constructive
purposes.
criticism of it.
I mean, it's a bop, man. High School Musical was good. It was a good series.
Did you ever? I think it's the second one where there's the song about Corbin Blue not being able to dance.
Oh yeah. I don't dance. I know you can.
It's
Not
extremely
again.
gay when you
If I could do
watch it a
this
second
well, you
time.
could do that well. I don't dance. Hit it out of the park.
You're saying
Yeah.
there's like some subtle eroticism in there?
No, if you see the
The
choreography,
tension
it
between
is.
Ryan and Corbin Blue.
They
Oh my god.
almost kiss like
Dang.
4 times.
Dude, I gotta watch that. If Disney can do that, but Nickelodeon can't with Legend of Korra, dang, dude.
Yeah, I saw like sparks zip between their lips at some points. It
It
was
wasn't
ridiculous.
subtle at all. It was like out there.
Yeah, they straight up snogged for like 15 seconds in the
Oh,
middle of the
God.
choreography.
No. I love it. It's good.
He just pushed him over and full mounted him on the court in front of the entire audience. And the director's like, whoa.
Keep going, don't cut it.
Yeah, it was
Keep the
better than
cameras
Rocket Man. It
rolling.
was
This is
great.
gold.
Yeah.
She just starts beating the shit out of him. Wait a second, wait. Oh god. I'm tired, man. It's late. Talking about High School Musical, what a fucking trip. I haven't heard that name in years.
And
You're the one who brought it up.
I know. I haven't thought of it in such a long time for whatever reason.
Mhm.
Forget
And with some nostalgia being mentioned at the end, I think with that, we can
what.
end on this episode. Roughly an
Shit
hour
show.
in.
The clusterfuck.
Yeah, and so thank you for tuning in.
Thank
To
you.
Distance Socialization. And
Remember, God made you special,
Thank-
and He loves you very much.
Is that VeggieTales?
Hell yeah.
Man, this thing's gonna get copyright claimed so many times.
We're not associated with the Catholic Church.
We are sponsored by the papacy, however.